Okay, if you have not seen my previous video on the Kimi K3 on my big server, go watch that now because this video will make no sense otherwise. But okay, all right, I can admit it. I made a mistake and I kind of knew it in the video a little bit, but I wasn't sure, right? And this is why it's really important. I want to do a follow-up video to Kimi K3 and this is the part 2 of that. So it turns out my config was not great. It definitely had a flaw. I didn't notice it. And I'll be honest, I spent a lot of time testing it. Every time I fire up Kimi K3, it's 40 minutes of waiting. It took me like a couple days of just tweaking my stupid config to be like, all right, that's it, no more. Like I have to get this video out and I knew there was something wrong, but it could have been Llama CPP. It could have been my config. I didn't know. And I didn't want to waste more time not giving you something interesting than trying to fix it right. Judgment call, I don't know, debate what you want with it, but here's the good news, all right? After that video was made, I didn't stop there. I actually did something that I thought was the right decision, given that it takes so long to run these iterations. In my last video, a couple of videos back, I did a video on making AI optimize itself. It's a pretty cool idea, and I used that exact same thing this time, and guess what? It saved my bacon. So here's what I did. I had GLM review my configuration for Kimi, and see if it could figure out what was wrong with it. And sure enough, less than 24 hours later after doing that, it found there was a very specific thing wrong with it, which some of you actually alluded to, so hey, kudos to you. But it had to do with the NUMA configuration on that server. And it just wasn't set correctly on the Llama config, so I think what was happening is the work had to go from one CPU to the next instead of actually getting parallel, and so just everything was super slow. And so when GLM found the issue and tweaked it, I got a 10x performance improvement on Kimi K3. 10x. Like, we went from 0.2 tokens a second to upwards of almost 3 on generation, and prompt processing jumped to like 6.5. That is amazing. That is free performance on the exact same server, the exact same everything, just a better config. That's why I made that video on the optimization stuff, because at the end of the day, I'm not an expert on everything, and I won't claim to be. But I can use the proper tools and try to be more of a scientist to diagnose the problem and then use those tools to help to my advantage to solve it. And this is an example of that. So if you have not seen that video, I'd go watch it because there is some stuff in there that's very useful that I literally used to solve the problem on this one. Okay, so where are we at now? Kimi K3 is running 10 times faster for free, same machine, same stuff. That's amazing. So now that I have that, I wanted to go through and rerun those benchmarks and run some new benchmarks because I want to know what it can do just to gauge what's possible with the 2-bit version of Kimi K3. So let me show you some stuff. So first one was the Hello World test, which, you know, it's not that groundbreaking, but it originally was almost 2 minutes to respond to hello, which is pretty horrible. In this iteration, we're only about 30 seconds. It's a lot better. I mean, hey, it's nothing useful, it's not code, but it's something. So the next one I went through and reran was that C# demo, which just sorts the numbers. That took over an hour to produce a pretty simple program. Under this configuration, we're under 10 minutes. That's really encouraging. So I wanted to run something far more interesting that I think is more tangible for all of us that kind of showcases what Kimi K3 can do. So I gave it a prompt for a Minecraft demo where all the code is in one file, one index HTML, all the CSS, all the JavaScript, no dependencies, just a little complete Minecraft demo where we can move around, you know, remove blocks, add blocks, whatever. Gave it that prompt. It took about 11 hours to do it. But here's the kicker. This is 100% local AI, offline, no internet required. It completed it in one shot. I didn't have to steer it, direct it, nothing. And what it produced is relatively bug-free. There's only one bug I'm able to find so far, which is that the mouse is inverted for left to right. So if you move the mouse left, it moves right. But beyond that, like, we have a little Minecraft demo. Like, what? It's crazy. So, I mean, look at this thing. I'll put on the screen. It literally has all the blocks. It created grass textures and dirt textures, the stone textures. I can remove the blocks. I can place them. I can pan around. Like, that is so cool. And this is the 2-bit version. Like, I don't know what the 4-bit and 8-bit versions, what they do with this particular type of prompt. Maybe they do something crazy different, but like, that's so interesting. And I want to do more with this. And so the next video I'm going to make, I'm going to benchmark a bunch of models, a lot of the bigger ones, but we're going to benchmark through these quantizations, like the 1-bit, the 2-bit, the 4-bit, because I know for a lot of you, your hardware can probably only really hold the 1-bit just of what you have on your hand right now, and I get that. Even I'm limited to about 2-bit to 4-bit on certain models, so it just is what it is. So I want to know more of what we can do, what's capable, and what the server can actually output performance-wise and some of this stuff too. So stay tuned because that video is coming shortly. It just takes time to make because I have to run a bunch of experiments over and over again. But I'm excited to share it with you guys, and so I hope you find this video useful. Kimi K3 is awesome, and I think it's fantastic to run the server at all in the first place. It's a blessing within itself. And now it's 10 times faster. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one, but it's pretty cool.